Our top focus story on the broadcast are multiple Chinese provocations along the line of actual control. Remember, India occupied a strategic height. Now, this is on our side of the line of actual control. This is the government's very clear on that. But the Chinese allege that India crossed the LAC and occupied strategic heights on the Chinese side. And China has been perhaps outmaneuvered and fumbling for a response. And there's a lot of belligerence coming from the Chinese side, but of late we're also seeing Chinese provocations on the line of actual control. Multiple probe attempts perhaps by China from Depsang to the south of Pangong Tso. All of this becomes extremely critical, and we'll show you this area on the map. Also, there has been some movement of the Chinese forces. I want to quickly cut across to India Today's Shiv Arur for more on the story. Shiv, what's the latest where we hear of multiple Chinese probe attempts and flares being fired in Depsang?
That's right, Gaurav. Depsang, as you know, is an area that has been simmering for quite a few weeks now, even though the army has seen it as separate from the 2020 standoff that started in May, because Depsang, hostilities have been happening from time to time since 2012, 2013, when the Chinese army had come quite deep inside. But in Depsang, the firing of illuminating shots, the attempts to actually probe there, the previous blocking of patrols, the attempt to disrupt activities in that area is something that has escalated quite progressively over the last few weeks. And it has happened despite at least 2 rounds of talks, specifically raising the issue, and a major general level talks that have happened in Daulat Beg Oldie a few weeks ago, that have simply failed to result in any kind of diffusing of the situation. So very, very serious attempts. We broke the news earlier today about China's attempts to close in and evict the Indian posts on Blacktop, Helmet Top, on the south banks of the Pangong. So even while brigadiers were talking, so obviously China in zero mood to talk up to India. It has been given a taste of its own medicine as far as India's actions in the last couple of days is concerned. So my sources tell me expect much more Chinese belligerence and many more probing activities by the Chinese across sectors.
And this is a cause for grave concern. Not for a moment can anyone take the situation very lightly. Grave situation on ground at the line of actual control. I also want to bring in Abhishek Bhalla. We have the finest voices on matters military on this broadcast. We have Lieutenant General Rakesh Sharma. He's former Fire and Fury co-commander. He joins us on the broadcast. Also with us is Lieutenant General Vinod Bhatia, former Director General of Military Operations, an officer of the Special Forces himself, who will tell us about what's happening on ground. But Abhishek, to you first. Are these multiple probe missions being launched by China to find out unheld heights, dominating heights along the line of actual control, after China was completely outmaneuvered on Blacktop on the southern side of Pangong Tso?
Well, Gaurav, it's very clear that, there has been some kind of a reversal at the line of actual control, especially at Pangong Tso, because up till now, the action was at the northern bank of the lake in the Finger area. China was, maintaining a very aggressive kind of a stand. And for the first time, perhaps in the last 4 months, at the negotiating table, China is feeling slightly cornered, if we can say so, because India has, the Indian army is in certain positions, in a commanding position, because they have been occupying heights. Now, these heights were always under illegal occupation of China. We would like to make it very clear. China has been making counter allegations now that the Indian army has crossed the LAC. But as far as the Indian army stand is concerned, they are saying that the LAC has not been crossed. The Indian army is in their own positions. But yes, one thing is very clear, that some kind of, a shake-up as far as the status quo south of Pangong Tso has definitely happened, because of which China is getting riled up.
What are the ramifications of this change of situation on ground? Both Lieutenant General Rakesh Sharma and General Bhatia have served in Jammu and Kashmir and in Ladakh, and they'll tell us more about this. But before that, India Today gets you the inside track. We'll get you the inside track and only facts of what happened, how India comprehensively outmaneuvered China. This may have been, as some say, a tactical move on the south bank of Pangong Tso, but this is a tactical move with strategic ramifications. The line of actual control is on the boil. Tension is rising, but this time it's China that's on the back foot. India has the Chinese on the defensive after preemptive action following intelligence reports and inputs about Beijing planning another intrusion. The army mobilized the Special Operations Unit to join Jawans of the Sikh Light Infantry and elite troops of the Vikas Regiment who were already deployed near the southern bank of the Pangong Tso. Anti-tank guided missiles have also now been positioned to neutralize any Chinese armor advance. On the night intervening August 29 and 30, about 200 PLA troops tried to occupy the strategic heights of Kala Top. This would have given the Chinese an upper hand in confrontation even on the south bank of Pangong Tso. But the Chinese were unaware that Indian troops were lying in wait. Challenged by the Indian army, the Chinese troops beat a hasty retreat. In another swift maneuver, Indian troops then occupied the dominating features.
The Chinese provocative military movements were preempted by the Indian army by occupying certain heights and preventing the PLA from establishing a foothold on the southern bank of Pangong Tso, which has led now to the Chinese allegations against the Indian armed forces that they have transgressed the LAC.
Black Top is one of the most important peaks in this area because from here, the entire Pangong Tso region can be monitored. After reclaiming Black Top, Indian troops removed the Chinese surveillance cameras and equipment installed here by the Chinese.
With the Indian army dominating crucial mountains in the southern bank of the Pangong Lake, it is believed that India will be in a better position to negotiate with the Chinese because controlling heights is extremely important when it comes to tactics. Also, in New Delhi, there have been a series of meetings in the security establishment to decide what the future course of action is going to be and particularly how to negotiate with a stubborn Chinese PLA from here onwards. With Manjeet Negi and camera person Hitesh Abhishek Bhalla in New Delhi for India Today.
Let me quickly bring in Lieutenant General Rakesh Sharma for more on this. General, what do you make of India's move in South Pangong Tso, occupation of Black Top and China's response?
Okay, thank you, Gaurav, for inviting me. The fact of the matter is that we had 3 decades of restraints and appeasement. Even in last 4 months, it was absolutely clear that what the Chinese were doing was absolutely different. 4 multiple points they had included. There was also 2 divisions brought there. And we talked and talked and talked at various fora in diplomatic means or military, and there was just no movement forward. So finally, a day had to come that we had to respond. And this response is not only south of Pangong Tso. I would say it's the entire Trishul sector because one side of the Pangur Gap is the south of Pangong Tso and the areas of Gurung Hill and Black Top as you're referring to. The other side of Pangur Gap is also being occupied by us, which is the areas of Razangla and Rechinla. So the complete sector, the complete gap on both sides has been occupied by us. And it's not Vikas unit alone. They did a fantastic job. But there are a large number of units were employed into this because there was a provocation. The fact is that the ambiguity is over. The ambiguity that there will be peace and there will be relationship coming up is over now. After what has happened in Depsang today, there were reports of tumor which happened tonight. And last 2 nights there were provocations. Things are clear that there is a total trust deficit and we have to be very, very cautious in what's going to happen tomorrow in other areas.
That's very significant what you say, General. The era of ambiguity in India-China relations is over. It was over after Galwan. India gave it one more shot, but China is just not worth that trust. That's very clear. General Bhatia, the fact that Vikas was used, the fact that Special Frontier Force, and that's what sources are telling India today, they were used in these operations. Is there a bigger message, a bigger signal that India is giving out to China?
Yeah, Gaurav, definitely. It is an excellent signal which is given out by employing the Vikases there and also by the Indian Army out there. We have demonstrated a will, demonstrated strengths in preempting Chinese occupation dominating heights. We have occupied the heights on our side of the line of actual control, and we are giving a signal to them that while we keep talking, we'll speak from a position of relative strength. We'll talk to you from a position of strength, and China has understood that. China has misjudged. They have not assessed the reaction of Indian troops out there, the Indian forces out there. They have not seen the Indian resolve, which they thought they will not see. They have seen Indian resolve out there, a resolute response out there. And that is where I think China has gone very wrong in its assessment. So China is now, when you talk to them, and the talk should continue.
Now that China has seen India's response, Yes, now that China has seen, General Sharma, now that China has seen India's response first at Galwan and now south of Pangong So, and it's very heartening. It's very heartening that India's on Blacktop, India's on either side of the Spangur Gap. Big significance. Remember, 1962 war, some of the bloodiest battles were fought here. Paramveer Chakras were won here in this area, whether it was Major Dhan Singh Thapa at Sirijap or Major Shaitan Singh, the Charlie Company of 13 Kumaon, where 124 Indian soldiers versus an entire brigade of the Chinese. And we held the Chinese back at Rizangla, that famous Rizangla. But General Sharma, if I come back to today's day and age, now that India has done this, will China escalate this further, or they've seen our resolve? Do we see perhaps China move back from finger 4 to finger 8 in times to come? What happens next?
Okay, I agree with what General Bhatia is saying. We have gained a little leverage here. But we are going to discuss hereafter from a position of strength. When we discuss it from a position of strength, it provides the diplomats as also the military people who are talking a position to discuss issues. But presently they were on the ascendant. Now they know that there is a parity here. But then the other part of the question that you've been asking is whether it will escalate. Now the issue is that he's got two divisions here. There could be a limited action that can be carried out. But what it looks at that he doesn't want to escalate beyond a level because he hasn't got the quantum of force which requires to escalate to a full-fledged conventional war. I agree we need to talk, we need to discuss, but now our discussion will be looking eye to eye and say, look, we are also occupying. And as rightly pointed out, we are on our side of the line of actual control. He says you are 4 kilometers inside, but he has never told us where his line of control is. What does he say is what is line of control? That ambiguity he created lifelong, that ambiguity is being paid back to him in the same coin. Okay. So we say we are on line of control.
Fair enough. We may not say it is quid pro quo, but it clearly appears to be quid pro quo. But General Bhatia, will this then lead to jockeying for heights? Unheld dominating heights where you can dominate the adversary. Will we look for more heights to dominate? Will he look for more heights to dominate? Will this then become some kind of an actual ground position line instead of a line of actual control?
Yes, Gaurav, it is a possibility. It can spiral into a race for domination of heights. But we've got to understand that the Indian army out here is battle hardened, it is combat rich. It is very high, fighting in high altitude is our forte. We are very well about there, and the PLA is not. We are vigilant right from Karakoram to Kibu all along the border. So we have taken steps to guard our territory, to ensure territorial integrity. And China, I also believe, on the 31st has come in strength out there, trying to occupy some heights. And they were told to go back on the loudspeakers. and they have gone back. They came in daytime and they've gone back. So China is seeing a different India altogether. It is, no, we talk of 62. I talk of 67 Nathula. China don't understand that 67 Nathula happened, and thereafter we have also shown our strength. Thereafter, all along the LAC, we are deployed out there. We have the requisite wherewithal. We have the requisite forces. We have the latest strength out there. We have the weapon and equipment out there. We have the troops who are, conditioned in high altitude, super high altitude. So these are our strengths out there. So we China understands that, I suppose, now, but it needs a face saving. It has come in. It is arrogant China. It's an aggressive China. It has come in, and now it is trying to save face. Salami slicing going for too long, and we have stopped that. We put an end to it. We have shown a resolve.
But will a desperate China?
Yes, desperate
Fair
China.
enough. Will a desperate China try to up the ante, because it's a very desperate face saver for Xi Jinping back home in China? They've taken back so many dead bodies from Galwan. They claim to be world superpowers trying to take on the United States of America, but in a skirmish at the line of actual control, India has them with their tail tucked between their feet, running away between their legs. Will China accept that? Two very important points made both by General Sharma and General Bhatia, and I want to dwell a little on that. The significance of India's strategic maneuver. The fact that India is on blacktop. What does this mean? Let me once again take you back to 1962. These were very, very important points that India held to the last man and last bullet.
Seeing the Chinese army advance towards the area south of Pangong Tso, Indian forces quickly deployed troops not only to intercept the Chinese but also occupy higher ground in a part of eastern Ladakh that saw some of the bloodiest battles fought in 1962. Chushul in southeastern Ladakh, south of the Pangong Lake, was and remains a key defense area for the protection of the road to Leh. Therefore, occupation of Rezangla on one side and of Gurung Hill and Magar Hill on the other side, overlooking the Spangur Gap, to keep an eye and interdict the Chinese was extremely important. These areas saw some of the fiercest battles of 1962 as 124 brave soldiers of the Charlie Company of 13 Kumaon, led by Major Shaitan Singh, fought almost to the last man and last bullet to stall the advance of an entire Chinese brigade.
Indian Army has captured strategic heights on the southern part of Pangong Tso Lake. These heights have immense tactical and strategic significance, as whoever holds these heights not only would dominate the southern part of Pangong Tso Lake, but will also dominate by fire and observation Chushul town, Chushul airstrip, as well as the defense fortifications of India.
The main threat to Chushul was through the Spangur Gap, a kilometer-wide break in the mountains along the line of actual control, some 15 kilometers away. The Chinese had incidentally built a road from Rudok in Tibet to the Spangur Gap in 1962 itself. And this road was linked directly to China's crucial artery G219 connecting Xinjiang to Lhasa in Tibet. The army had even in 1962 deployed AMX-13 tanks at the base of Gurung Hill.
One of the most important aspects of high altitude warfare is domination of heights. When you dominate a height, you're able to look into the enemy territory, you can see the enemy posts, you can see the enemy logistic bases, you can actually also bring down targeted fire onto the enemy military equipment also. So whoever occupies the height gains a very tactical and strategic advantage in that area.
The army's move to quickly deploy and occupy the Blacktop Peak in Ladakh is not only tactically brilliant, but also strategically extremely significant. This is one of the highest peaks in the area and can dominate the Chinese side for several kilometers. This height dominates the Spangur Gap, Magar Hill, Gurung Hill, and keep an eye on the Chinese movement in Moldo up to Yula. Keeping an eye on any Chinese movement and activity coming down from the Chinese highway G219. this perhaps is the reason why China is so extremely upset with India's brilliant military maneuver. With cameraman Kripal Singh in Delhi, Gaurav Sawant for India Today. Okay, Jayant Sharma, last 30 seconds. Does this indicate that China remains vulnerable? It's not one-sided. India's not on the defensive. China too will have to play a defensive role in the days and weeks to come.
Yeah, so they will be jostling around and there will be movement up and down in various areas, maybe outside of eastern Ladakh, in the central sector or the northeast. And bravado apart, we have to get ourselves ready for an escalation or any kind of eventuality occurring in any one of the other areas. So, you know, while we are saying that we did an excellent maneuver in the next 2 days, we have to be cautious with what's going to happen in the course of next couple of weeks.
Fair enough. I will let that be the last word on the broadcast. Many thanks for joining me. General Rakesh Sharma, as always, and General Bhatia for being on India First.
Hi everyone, Preeti Chaudhary here. Hope you like this video. For latest news and analysis, like and subscribe to the India Today YouTube channel. And don't forget to press the bell icon to stay updated. Thank you for watching.